Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Dude Talk Sports. Today, I'm going to be talking about the UFC fight night that just took place with Henry Cejudo and Dillishaw for the flyweight title. This was the first card on ESPN, and the matchups they were all right. They were pretty good. You went from I think they had some the early prelims on ESPN Plus, then the other prelims on ESPN, and then the main card moved back to the ESPN Plus. As far as that, I heard some people had some problems accessing the card on ESPN Plus, which you have to pay $5 or $4.99 a month for. And I mean, it doesn't seem like that much. And they have, it's not just UFC stuff on there. They have other sports on there. But I didn't have a problem with it, accessing it. But I don't know. I saw on the internet that some people did have problems getting access to the matches. Other than that, let's see, the prelim matchups. You had some couple good fights on there. The Corey Sandhagen, that one was a really a good matchup. A lot of people don't know about him, Corey Sandhagen, and it was a good match where you could see where he's at. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't know where he's at, but just keep an eye on him, because I don't know, it was a really good. He looked very, very good out on there, and he was able to finish the match with the armbar, and to me he looked impressive. The other matches, those three other matches on that card, and the other ones that stood out for me was there was hype around the girl, the Ariane Lipsky, aka the Violence Queen, or Queen of Violence, whatever it is, and she was getting a lot of hype, and she didn't do that great. She ended up losing the fight, and she didn't really do much. She pretty much got dominated the whole fight. The very first minute or 2 minute, she did land a few strikes, but after that she just got dominated. And then I guess you say the main event for the prelims was Cowboy Cerrone versus Alexander Hernandez. And if you guys have seen it already, apparently this Alexander Hernandez kid was talking a lot of shit before the match, in the conferences or whatever. And when it came down to the fight, he got destroyed by Cowboy. Kind of brought the kid back down to earth. And he said it, after the match, I think on Twitter, he said it was a good, learning experience for him to lose, and hopefully he should come back better. But no, it was a good fight. Both came out to fight, and Cowboy Cerrone got him with a head kick, which he was already destroying him. And he got him with the head kick, wobbled him, he came down, and Cowboy got on top of him, and the match was over. Moving into the main card on ESPN Plus, you had some pretty good, matchups. I'm just gonna talk about a few of them, just the ones that I remember. I didn't watch every single one, but the ones that I did watch, let's see. You got Glover Teixeira versus Carl Robertson. It's been a while since I've seen Teixeira fight, but you know, he looked pretty good in this card, or in this match. You know, he looked pretty good. He got the triangle in there and finished off the fight. And then I don't know, he invited anybody that wanted to do some training to his gym. I think in New York or something. I don't know, wherever it was at. Anyways, after that, you got Paige Van Zandt versus Rachel Ostovich. This was supposed to be the main event, right? Like a few weeks ago or months ago or whatever. This was supposed to be the main event for this card. And then, I guess with all the additions to the card, and ended up being the second match of the main card. And man, it was a pretty good fight. Paige Van Zandt, she looked really good out there. She's coming off that injury. She had surgery on it, and you know, something happened with the surgery and kept her out longer than expected. She finally made a comeback. She looked good against Rachel Ostovich. Finished off the match with an armbar, and she says she wants to fight again in March, which is only, depending on the date, it's a month and a half to 2 months from now, right? So, you know, see how that goes. I'm looking at the card right now, and the Benavidez versus Ortiz, I didn't really pay attention to that card, or to that match, so I'm not really gonna talk about it. I know Benavidez, he won by decision. He heard him say something about, you know, he wants a title shot at for the flyweight title, but who knows what will happen now with Henry Cejudo. You know, he's the champion, and he might move up to 135, and who knows, he might stay at 135. So see what happens with the flyweight division and title itself. And then you got Gregor Gillespie versus Yancy Medeiros. Man, this guy, he came out here and he just dominated this match pretty well. I don't think I'd seen Gillespie fight before, but I did hear about him, and very good wrestler, and he showed it here, and I was very impressed by him. So, you know, hopefully get to see him soon again. Let's so the next fight was the co-main event. So there was a lot of controversy going around with this match because it was Greg Hardy, you know, and his whole thing with the domestic violence thing, and being on the same card as Rachel Ostovich, and him being put up there as a co-main event. So the only thing I've seen from Greg Hardy was, you know, his highlights or whatever. You know, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything about his troubles or anything, but this match, I mean, let's just be honest about it. And this match, it kind of sucked. You got two dudes that, I mean, I'm guessing Crowder has more experience than Greg Hardy, but it was just a very sloppy match. And yeah, I mean, I guess you want to see, you know, these heavyweights, you know, you think they're gonna knock each other out. Doesn't happen in the first few minutes, first round of the fight, and they just keep going, and it kind of looks like it started getting tired, and you know, they start running out of punching power, and then the match just gets even worse. But what happened here was I don't know, maybe he got frustrated or something, Crowder was on his knees, and Greg Hardy threw a knee, hit him in the head, which is an illegal knee, and knocked him down. The ref immediately, stopped the fight, and he told Crowder, if you can't continue, I'm gonna disqualify him, and that's the match. And that's eventually what happened. And whatever, that's like one of the worst illegal strikes you've seen, and it was the right decision. Kind of sucked, I guess, for Hardy. He did say after the match that he knew the knee was illegal. He just, I don't know, I guess he wasn't aware that the guy was or he knew about the rule of it being illegal, but he wasn't aware, I guess, of Crowder being on his knees or whatever. And whatever, he basically he said he regrets that that happened. It sucked, and hopefully he gets another opportunity. And then you have the main event, Cejudo-Dillishaw versus Henry Cejudo for the flyweight title. I don't know if you guys saw the weigh-ins or anything. I don't know if this affected Cejudo-Dillishaw too much or a lot, whatever. But man, I don't know, he looked, to me, I mean, I'm not an expert in this, but he didn't really look that healthy. I don't know if it affected him, but so they both came out throwing, well, not really throwing hands, because I think the official stats was that Cejudo-Dillishaw only landed one shot. Henry Cejudo came out, I think he caught him a little bit I think he hit him on the chin, knocked him down, went down with him, punched, started throwing more punches, landed a few more, kind of knocked him down again. I think he knocked him down like 3 or 4 times, and at the end he's throwing like lots of punches. He hits Dillashaw. Dillashaw falls. Cejudo rushes in, throws a few more punches, and then the ref stops the fight. I don't think the ref stopped it because of the last few punches that he landed. I think he stopped it because he got dropped, and that was the 3rd or 4th time in the match. I think that's what it was, because after he drops him the last time, he didn't really connect after that. He threw, a few punches, but there wasn't like clean punch that says, okay, this is it, this is the last one. And I think that's what it was. I mean, from the last few punches that he landed, yeah, you could say it was an early stoppage, but I think the ref stopped it because it was the 3rd or 4th time that he dropped him and he didn't throw anything back. Yeah, Dillashaw looked upset, afterwards with the ref, but I don't know. I mean, I could see why people think it's an early stoppage, but I could also see why they stopped it. So I don't know. Cejudo said he'll give him a rematch, and let's for them to do it at 135. So hopefully that happens, and see how that goes. But that's pretty much it. I mean, this was like I said, this was the first match on ESPN, and they got some pretty good some good cards coming up, so stay tuned for those. All right, again, if you like these videos, you enjoy the topics or whatever, the recaps, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and come back for other videos. Thanks.